Hello guys, I'm going to make a little guide today about singed mid, and as you see, what I start with is boots and two refillable pots. And the reason why I do this is because you can sometimes, even if you don't get too shanked, you can do cheese gank bot level 2 or level 3, but in this matchup it was very hard. I got quite shanked out, so I had to back out. But it's not only that, it's also that you can also help your jungler if they need help in the river, so you'll come there first and then you'll have much more pressure than the other jungler. There's a lot of variables going into these boots, so that's why boot start is good, and it also makes you quite safe laning, so the jungler can't catch up to you and stuff like that. Now they're invading, and I think this is stupid because they clearly have the stronger team with Draven level 1 who will just screw us over, and Nocturne level 1 is very strong. So I don't want to win here, and I kind of muted everyone because I didn't like what they did there. I thought it was quite a stupid move, so I assumed they were stupid, which wasn't true. Sona was really good this game. Koma was good because he listened to my calls and he really bought some great items. Rammus was also good. Only troll this game was Estral, and if we didn't have Estral, this game would have gone much better, but it still went okay. Now I'm just trying to push here. I just have to push him out and just try to push as much as I can here, basically. Now maybe I should have gone Corruption Potion or Dark Seal maybe for a bit better push, and then I should just have recalled for boots, because it's either way I don't really need boots that much. Maybe it's just against melee matchups, but I just saw that these had a very high win rate. Now here he ignites me, and even if he flash, I can just flash out, so waste a summoner. So I just go back. I don't need to flash or anything. It's not no panic, it's very chill right now. Now here I just recall, I buy a pink ward like always. You should always buy pink ward if you have at least 75 gold. Here I look if I can flank, but I realize I don't have level 2 yet. If I had level 2 there, I might have gone, but it's not sure because you don't want to lose too much XP in the beginning. A kill for like 1.5 way, which is here, it's not really worth. You want to make sure that you're pushed out before going for any roams, and that's basically the thought process. Or you lose too much XP and the other mid laner will just kill you because you will be too far behind and you'll be one-shottable. So it's not really worth playing that gamble style. It's better to play in a more consistent manner, which I'm doing now. Farming and then going for ganks. Farming, going for ganks. That's it. Now here I'm trying to look for a GP roam. Here's a Nocturne. And if I wasn't here, I bet Nocturne would have ganked Estral and he would be dead or something. Anyway, here GP is very low. And here I kinda do silly mistake. Like, this is very bad for me. I should not have gone for that because it was it was too cheesy, to be honest. I should just have pushed him away, and maybe we should have collapsed on Nocturne in the river. This was very cloud gank by me, so this was probably the worst gank in this game by me. But it was like, I haven't played Singed mid before, so I didn't have a hang of him. And here Estral steps forward, but he's not so smart. But anyway, I shouldn't speak because I did a very big mistake as well. And here I just wait for my Corruption Potion, and when I got my Corruption Potions, I have 3 of the best starting items on Singed: boots, Corruption Potions, and what's it called? The big potions. Is the Corruption Potion? Yeah, it is. That's what it's called. And here I just kite Aurelion. My minions in the mid lane is basically tanking his minions, so they're not getting pushed in. It's perfect. And here he just gets baited by me, just running around. And as you can see, it's quite hard. He hits very hard, so you just have to survive to level 6 and try to get as much farm as you can. You don't have to get every single farm. It's a bit like just stay alive and stuff. And here I'm thinking of backing, yeah, because I don't have any pots and it's really not much I can do here. But he pushes in, so I can just take this wave for free because he just thought I was backing. And I don't want to show myself too early. And here, I just take the farm. And this is my bad. I should not have done that with the poison. It's because I didn't play Singe for a long time that I forgot how you're supposed to manage the backline siege. You're just supposed to go for one tick when the tower hits. That's much smarter. I will show you that in another game where I play Singe to show you how you really play him. Because now I got the hang of him and I learned some things from this game, which I did as a mistake. And here I just go back, there's no point of staying. And of course I want some MR against Aurelion because, yeah, or he'll chunk me out even harder. And Mercury Trace is also very good against Lulu with her Polymorph, which could really screw me over if I wouldn't buy them. And yeah, Aurelion's kit, like everything, especially if he goes for Realize. And here I try to tell bot lane to not push because, yeah, if they don't push, we just win automatically because the other team won't be able to even lane if I have the potential to gank with Predator. It's just not fun for them. And here I try to chase them, and unfortunately they do not wait for me to come. And I don't mean the enemy, I mean my teammates. If they did that, you know, we could have gone at least 2 for 2, at least. And here I was a bit greedy, and Gangplank chasing all the way. Yeah, this was a bit too greedy for me. I guess was angry because, you know, Estral is cheating so hard, and I shouldn't be angry. I should just be trying to, you know, just win and play smart. But yeah, and here Gangplank was just greedy. It was not really Estral's being skilled. It was just Gangplank being greedy. And here I tried to bait him in, and I should have, and yeah, I couldn't really juke that much. He wasted flash and ignite on me, so it was not too bad, especially if Estral would have gotten the kill, but he didn't. But it's what it is. Going for micro-threads, now I'm not strong, but I'm at least a little bit more tank against Aurelion here. Going back to mid lane. Thinking about the next item buy, which is going to be Realize, because I have another tab open, which is op.gd, so I'm going for Realize indeed. And technically speaking, I have enough AP to push the wave, so I think I should go for Giant's Belt, but I went for Blasting One instead because I was a bit greedy and I was just testing it out. I just want to see the difference. I'm going for Giant's Belt next game, and I want to see how it fares out when playing against, yeah, other teammates. Or other enemies, I should say. And here I am just looking to go for a bot gank. We don't see Aurelion here. And here is a very good ward placement by me. Usually most higher elo players know how knows about that word, so they will look for it quite often. But yeah, and here he goes for me. And that was a really good hit for Kog'Maw. And that's perfect that Rammus was here, but yeah, either way they would probably have gotten 2 kills there. But this was a very clutch hit from Kog'Maw. Otherwise I would have flashed also. I also had flash, but I was kind of dead regardless. But I didn't want to overcommit on summoners. Maybe I can use that flash for kill, so it's not always worth to pop it. I mean, even if I would have flashed, I would probably have died, and Draven flashed for me as well, so it's like, now he doesn't have flash, and now he's quite screwed when it comes to positioning. As you will see later as well, I will punish him for it quite hard. And here I just farm. Aurelion is of course going top probably because he cannot do anything bot because Rammus can taunt him and they'll kill him. So the best option he got is top lane, and they're backing now. He could also have stayed mid and soaked up the wave. That's probably just as smart. But Noxian got it. Here I just try to block with the W, and I really don't want to fight this guy because he's very strong. He's probably the most fed on their team, so yeah. Yeah, here I just want to chase because I just want to try to not let Noxian do too many objectives by pushing to keep him in the lane. But he doesn't care, and he goes for Rift Herald, if I remember correctly. Probably he probably went for the Rift Scuttle before that, but yeah. Let's push, and you see here, bot lane is positioned so good for ganking against me. I mean, they're positioned like they want to get screwed over. And look here, if you hold over the item, you can see what range you activate the Predator. So you know, when I got it there, they were just screwed. And maybe I shouldn't have E Draven. Maybe I should have E Lulu, but it's okay. Because I forgot that Draven had wasted his flash, so maybe I could have gotten 2 there, but it's okay. A Draven kill there is quite good anyway. Now here they got a turret, which is very good from them, but it doesn't really... Yeah, I mean, they get a lot of gold, so it's a good play. And here I just clear the Raptor because my minions are holding the Rift Herald, so it's not going to damage my turret. And when you have very low mana singed, do not hold your poison for long. You just use ticks, like small little ticks, to clear the way, like this. Q, have everyone running behind you, then Q fast, and then you'll do very well clearing the waves. It's perfect. Here I just try to push with my low mana, and I just want them to clump up together. And here you see Gangplank's insane damage, 341, and I just had to flash there. And here technically Ezreal should at least get a turret plate, but you know, he's not really a top lane champ, so he cannot really punish this. And I can just get his minions for free, so it's worth staying regardless. I mean, even if they were here, they would not be able to do much more than maybe ult me, and I would have survived anyway. So that was a good play. Here I go for Giant's Belt and Blasting Wall, which is the best things I can buy right here. And here I tell them again, let them push. If they would have let them push, maybe Lulu wouldn't have cleared that ward. And if you support with a Singed or whatever person which can flank, you know, always put wards behind them, because if I have TP, it's just free kills. That's a very useful tip for supports if you want to climb when you have someone with TP on your team. It's usually top laner, but a lot of mid laners run it nowadays as well, because it's usually quite a good alternative to Knights and other summoners such as Cleanse, Barrier, whatever you run mid lane. And there's only like at a certain points you should go for like other summoners than Teleport and Ignite. But yeah. Alright, here I got him, and he's just screwed. Even if he lands this barrel, which he did, I'll just catch up to him, no problem. And you just have to remember to auto hit in between your or auto hit as when you apply the poison, because your auto hits do a lot of damage. Singed has one of the highest AD scalings in the game just without items, so you'll lose a lot of damage if you don't auto attack with this basic attack. So yeah, just do it in between. And I mean, 10 auto attacks, that's basically 500 damage, and you cannot really do anything better than that while you're basically running decisive. It's inefficient not to do it. Nearing is straight to take as much gold as I can. Indeed. And I just think, I might think that Nocturne is coming, but I see him in bot lane, and I just run because I cannot really do anything against PP here. And turret plating has failed, so I don't need to stay to try to just delay so that Gangplank can get any gold here, which is good. And I think I'm TPing back, I'm not quite sure. No. I see a dive here, or a big fight coming in here, so I just go for to help my team. It is not bad, because Gangplank would have gotten it regardless, and now we went at least, yeah, we went 3 for, or 2 for 1, but it would have been 2 for 0, and we would not have gotten this turret. I don't know what Gangplank is doing here. Oh, and we got another kill, so it's 2 for 2 now, because Ezreal finally decided to do something. Here we take Dragon as well, which is super good, so it turned out to be a very, very successful play. like the more objectives you get, like the one who wins more objectives is often the winner in those kind of trades. So yeah, it was a very good thing for us to happen. Now I just clear some words, and yeah, remember to buy the sweeper on Sinch. You don't need the words really. Just buy a pink word and then you have done your job. Your job is more to catch people off guard, clear words, split push, and catch people who don't expect you to be running like using Bolt on drugs, heavy drugs. Yeah. Now, one tip that you guys probably don't know about is that you can ping the map with question marks or whatever, with careful pings while the nocturne ult is going out. And I learned this from Kumajusi or someone from T1. So, and here I just zoned them out, but I learned that from, I think it was Kumajusi, and here she was so close to dying. And when you do that, you can basically you don't see anyone on the map, right? Because it's all dark, or you don't see anyone on your screen, but you'll see the question mark pings and the careful pings on the map. So you basically know where Nocturne is if your teammate just pings it right. So I always try to ping question mark pings just to ask, the team where are they? Yeah, they go 1-for-1, which is not really optimal, but if it is shutdown, it's worth though. And here I was stupid. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna catch the barrel faster, but my attack speed is horrible to Sinch, so I was a bit very greedy there. Okay, so yeah. And I was looking for my second item, and they did not clear my pink, which usually happens at this time. So I'm just running around with the pink word quite stupidly here, which I probably shouldn't do. So, it's fine because I expect it to go down quite soon anyway. But yeah, it doesn't. So I'll end up selling it later on when I have more money for the components for the item I'm going for. I don't remember what its name is right now, but yeah, I can just try to look it up here. Meanwhile, I'm commenting. So, what is the game plan? Well, the game plan is quite simple. Kog'Maw needs to buy more tanky, and if he buys more tanky, we cannot really lose. And Ezreal is not a good pick here regardless, and if you get an Ezreal on your team, maybe as dodge or whatever, but it's not a serious pick. If we would have a Camille or whatever, Fiora or something like that, we would have stomped their asses. And Fiora and Camille, or Fiora specifically, is not really good into GP, but she's okay. But just any meta top laner, Victor would have been very good against GP, very good. So just any champ like that would have been perfect. But here I found Aurelion, and you see, like, I just out hit in between, and he flashes. Yeah. And I just run Predator to try to find him, and I don't see him anywhere, and I just wonder where is he. So yeah, he has escaped with his E, I presume. But I got his flash from my ult and my Predators, and they're 80 seconds cooldown for my ult and 40 seconds for my Predator, which is really nice. So it's a very good trade, and here I cannot kill him, but I try to make him waste ignites because I know he doesn't have ult, or I think he doesn't have ult if I remember correctly. And here he tries to go for me again, and remember, I have flash. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to kill me there, because otherwise I would have flashed. But yeah, it's fine here. And here I know I have the item components, and I always try to ping to give leads to my teammates where he could be. Yeah, he's in the little bush there where I pinged. That's the only. Yeah, that's one of the only places you could have gone to, basically. And I just buy the new component for the mythic item. And here is TP because I thought they would have survived longer, but yeah, it turned out to be quite a bad TP because I thought that was Kog'Maw at first. And just check that damage. That's 350 damage in just 2 seconds. That's quite insane. And he has Mercury traits if I didn't look wrong, so you know it's quite a bit of damage. So if I just run around in a fight and just leave poison trail, the Nocturne is going to burn up real quick. And imagine if we had like a tank or Shogun or whatever. I mean, Nocturne couldn't play the game because he would get one shot all the time. And here I ult because yeah, I kind of assumed they're coming, and unfortunately he has ult there, but it still worked. Maybe I should have flashed earlier, but I thought I was just dead regardless until I saw my teammates who was there, so I didn't want to burn flash unnecessary. Yeah, it's called Riftmaker, so yeah, I'm trying to go for Riftmaker because it has a really good win rate as well after Realize. Realize is the first item, then go Riftmaker, and then you go for Demonic Embrace. These items are perfect. And I'm just gonna look up now because I kind of felt like I was missing out on a Sonya's, but I don't really know how good of an item Sonya's is. And maybe I'm also going to try another item, this Fimble Winter, which gives a shield, and I suspect this is a great item. I think this is such a new item, so it hasn't shown up for the core build yet on op.gg, so I missed it out, but I'll try that also and let you guys know what's the best item to build. And maybe Crown of the Shadow Queen is better than the item I built, or maybe Leandris, because Riftmaker doesn't seem that good when I look on it in the stats. It's just that some people who bought it had a good... Wait, did I buy wrong now? Okay, it's so few games. Okay, I kinda bought wrong, I realize now. Okay, I need to do a new video, but this is basically how you play Sinch. But so if I were to go for a build today, knowing this, I will go for Realize, and then I will go for Mercury or Mercury Treads or Boots of Swiftness or Plate Steel Caps. After I have Corruption Potion, Dark Seal and Boots, basically. Tier 1 Boots, that is. And then if you're against a tank, you go for Leandris. If you're against an annoying team which you have to engage against, yes, you go Crown of the Shattered Queen. I mean, you can go Abyssal Mask, but I don't think it's as useful, so I would go for Crown of the Shattered Queen. I mean, it's good. It's very good for Singed, I would say. You get HP, ability power, you get 1% move speed and 8 ability power. It's like made for Singed, so I'll definitely try that item out. It seems very cool item for Singed. And here I just tell my team to bait for Nash, because if they try to come and face check us, we will just basically blow them up, because we have a lot of catch potential. And we should have started Nash a bit earlier, in my opinion, but it's quite hard to coordinate things in solo queue. But my teammates are still good, especially Sona. She very much listens, and Kog is also good. He also listens. And Rammus was also good to listen here. Here it's a bit tight, but we got it. And yeah, Nocturne went on Estro instead. And here I tried to fling him in, but unfortunately, because my attack speed is so low, I couldn't get the barrel in before him. Kog'Maw should have gotten the barrel, because then they wouldn't have taken any damage there, but it's fine. And we go 4-4-2, and we were basically 5-4 when the fight started, but they didn't have Nocturne. And my role here is basically, since we have a hyper carry, my role is to just guard him and make sure he can kite and stuff. My W is great for kiting. I don't need to run to their AD or whatever, only if I can catch him and he's out of position, and Kog'Maw is basically free to hit people. Yeah, because Kog'Maw deals more damage than Draven, so yeah. And here you see I just try to get Nocturne off him, and I cannot really do much more than do some damage on Aurelion Soul. And here I basically just don't expect the damage. 276 AD, and he just blows 1.5k HP out of my health just like that. It's quite immense how much he deals. And I'm just going to play this champ and just see like what works, because it has a very high win rate right now, and it just seems perfect and optimal with Predator, the Predator Keystone. It just seems beautiful as a combo. And here I ping them as dead, so they know that they can basically start the dragon, kind of. And I'm just waiting TP. And the question is, now when I look back on it, I should probably not have bought Meyas, since my Kog'Maw is not dying in the team fight if I'm peeling, but I might die, so it would have been much better if I went for Sonias or something when I was low, or the Nimble Winter, or whatever that new item was called, but I didn't know about it then. But I'll definitely try it out, realize into maybe Leandris or Nimble Winter, no, or Proud, yeah, one of those 3 items. And here I just get him off of Kog'Maw, or tried to, but it was too late. Kog'Maw didn't have good positioning there, unfortunately. And Ezreal, of course, is quite trolling like usual. And here he has the flash, and yeah, you know, you just see Ezreal, instead of attacking the Drake, you know, he does a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, he can Q them there, but he goes over the wall like a stupid moron. When we are here, and you know, I just get mad because he's basically not even trying to win at this point. He's just trying to be a nuisance for the rest of the team. Here I try to just get him off the Drake, and Sona just plays this very perfectly. This is also why I give her an honor, because yeah, she plays so well this game. Really good play by Sona. She plays really great this game. So many props to her. Yeah, and here I just clear it out, and I kind of look to go back here. And yeah, this is not so much more to say really. It's I go for Giant's Belt, I'm going for Demonic Embrace, and we're basically looking at the win here because we're quite far ahead if we don't screw up too hard. But we're basically in a very good position right now. And we cannot take an objective, so it's time to siege pretty much. And if we would have any champion else than Ezreal, then it would have been better, but it's okay. And here I see my team is coming behind me, so I'm just trying to run into the other enemy team. Aurelion peels me off, and because of the Giant's Belt, I can basically just go in and I won't die to Draven. So that item really made, or that item purchase made a difference. And here I get one shot by GP again, and I just wonder what the heck is going on with the champion. It's quite insane how much damage he deals. Even if I have 160 armor, it doesn't matter, because his barrels penetrates 50% in themselves, and then he has 35% armor pen with his item, right? So it's 85% armor pen, and then it crits, so it's basically, yeah, it's hard to do anything. What you basically should do while playing against Gangplank, or what you could do, is to basically grip him instead of the Draven, because he deals more damage than Draven does. He's basically the hyper carry of the team, and Draven is not that useful. So here I just see, and I just try to spam on the darkness, and I managed to teleport a minion, and I didn't even know it worked. But yeah, here you see the speed, and he cannot do anything really. And here I just try to bait him in, and yeah, I'm just afraid of going close to the barrels, so I'm just letting Rammus tank, because he's tankier, and yeah, I kind of learned my lesson in that. Now we got 5 people for 1, and Ezreal was always trolling, so yeah, it's not a surprise that he's dead here. But that's basically the game, and here we're going to finish, and I'm just happy that we won, even though, I mean, we got, like, our bot lane played really well, Rammus played well, Ezreal played mediocre, and it's mostly because he plays an unserious champion in top lane. But I guess I mean, why? I guess you can play Estro seriously, but then you go for the new Keystone, which deals you gold and stuff. I don't know if he has it, but I don't know. Go Lucian if you want to go AD. I mean, he has Demonic Embrace, and that's something. Alright, guys. And that was basically the game. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned something. I'm going to come out with more replays soon with Singed, which is one of the best carries right now in the mid lane, especially in Plat and Ogre, because what you do is basically you let your let your team carry, and I mean you're very strong as well. I mean you're a hidden carry in yourself, but the goal is basically to get hyper carries even more fed. That's why I try to help primarily Como, but I also helped Estral a bit as well. And yeah, turned out quite well. Was not the perfect game, but it was a good start. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe and like, and I'll come up with more videos soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.